Welcome to another Get Ready Traders live session. I am your host, Luis Rodriguez, and I am excited you're here. Today we are doing live technical analysis and stepping right into the futures market. Whether it's NASDAQ, gold, US30, or even crypto, we will be looking for the best trading opportunities as they set up in real time. If this is your first time here, buckle up. The market moves really fast, and we'll be breaking it all down with a clear, efficient approach in 90 minutes or less. Before we get started, do me a huge favor. Hit that like, subscribe, and share this session so other traders like you can join us. I really appreciate your support. All right, the markets are moving, familia, so let's get started and enjoy the session. Good morning. Your friend, your educator, Luis Rodriguez, live on a Monday, familia. Welcome. We are here ready to see what's going on. We're going to be trading NAS and making some money in the morning, familia. What's up? How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing fantastic. It's an amazing Monday. And let's see what the market is going to bring us. Let's see. Just a second, I'm still loading a bunch of stuff and looking for news and all sort of stuff. Alright, so Tony, hello, how are you, my friend? Hello, everyone. Trying to get more stuff here. Interesting. I'm not seeing anything crazy. Checking on absolutely everything. Very interesting what I'm seeing here. Just a second, familia. I'm trying to get more information about the markets. Why do we go this high? Just a second. Alright, so Iran gave US new proposal for reaching a deal and reopening the Strait of Hormuz and lift the naval blockage first. Proposing nuclear negotiation for a later stage. The market fell down a little bit after that. Honestly, this pattern is to the upside usually.
Expense declined 4%.
We are trading below the daily VWAP right now, but when it comes to liquidity, where is it sitting? What did Asia do? So you guys can see London just inside Asia all the way in. Rejection to the top. When it comes to Elliott wave, it might be forming an Elliott wave 3 to the downside, but it's hard to even believe that these things are going to happen when you see a market it's still been driven by fundamentals and pushing things to the upside. Wondering how low this is gonna go. There's a ton of liquidity sitting below this point. This is a tricky one. This is a tricky session. So I'm still believing this market is gonna keep moving to the upside, but just to start the Monday, I'm gonna leave the market move a little bit. But my bias is still to the upside for me. That's still to the upside. No matter what. No matter what. No matter what. I can probably come all the way down here. End of the day, it's probably gonna try to do another low, another higher high. But if the market follows a correction for today, and let's say it can happen, we're talking about a huge drop, like drastic drop of 200 points. These patterns, I've always seen them push into the upside most of the time. To buy into the market. I would love to buy into the market and let the market push where it's supposed to go. One second, I'm getting a ton of messages here. Let's go, familia. You did some buys, yeah. Still, but I want to see the market coming to a key point right now. It is gonna be a tricky one. I'm talking about what happened here, pushing the market up below Asia. Because by the books, liquidity should be sitting here right now. He hasn't been taken out. It's literally reacting to that right now in this area. Can I go higher? Yes. Can I go lower? Yes. As I said, it's a tricky one. Whoa. Pumped to the upside. Pumping hard to the upside. We still have another 22 minutes. Honestly, familia, when it comes to liquidity, I tell you the first place is gonna try to grab will be here, target a London high. I'm still a bullish person. I believe this market is gonna keep pushing to the upside. If it does break this point here, which probably is gonna do it with a little bit of momentum, will be a tricky one. Remember, familia, market can push down as low as it can and then come to a hard stop. Look for that hard stop that the market will come for a reversal. Remember that these are places where opportunities come and show very clearly for buyers, and then they kick in. But the way it's gonna kick in, it's not gonna be like down up right away. It's gonna be down then it's slowly picking up again. Okay, this is for intra mainly, potentially even a scalping. This here is more for a scalping, like market coming down hard on market open. Because technically speaking, we're still on a downtrend. It's trying to break this point here, but we are below the daily VWAP. But when the market opens, you know, there's positive things happening in there. That's what I was trying to read. And investors are probably gonna try to create another high. Let me see. SP 500 futures edge lower as Iran peace talks stall. Oil rises. Yeah, it's a big one. Oil prices, US oil sitting at 95. If things goes a little bit higher, then for sure you're gonna see this dropping drastically. But there's so much information about the Middle East, which is affecting everything still. There's a lot of people that love this stuff. I do love it. I just don't like the fact that it's creating higher highs. Higher highs to me, it's poison for the market. One sec. All right. Yeah, familia. I'm reading more stuff here. We gotta wait for the liquidity sweeps for this to take a course. My point is around this entire area here at the bottom. If we break this point, I did measure this entire thing. Understand that there's like 200 points for the next area, but it's still coming to the upside. It's still coming to the upside. So Asia started here, pumping up, creating higher highs. Sellers kicked in, pumping down. Sellers got kicked out. Sellers kicked in again. Buyers are gonna probably try to aim this point here, and then it's gonna start, flying around this area a little bit, and then pushing the market eventually to create another higher high if things keep going this way. Positive things in the air, but otherwise just be careful. All right, market opens in the next 14 minutes. I will be scalping the market first, but I will wait for the opportunity to kick in. It's gonna be a long day, let me tell you. Long day. Yep, very long day. And let's see. One second. my familia, let me know if you guys have any questions. I want to see what is this market is going to do. Trying to find information everywhere I can. Need to get information everywhere, and it's everywhere the same thing. Right now, just if you're buying right now and you're in profits, try to get out. Wait for what I mentioned, because this thing can drop drastically to grab the liquidity at the bottom and then to the upside. But remember, liquidity builds in two ways. So you got liquidity sitting here and liquidity sitting here. So I believe the intention is to probably at some point create higher highs, because what's going to happen is, as the price goes down, investors are going to see opportunities that they understand, and they're going to buy and push the market up. For something to drop hard down to 200 pips or 200 points, it has to be something bad. For example, a rejection of whatever contract, somebody throwing a missile, Donald Trump sending a negative tweet, something like that. I believe Donald Trump is manipulating the market so crazy, so hard. He's using what he knows in his favor. It's supposed to be. It's the president. Can you guys believe this? That somebody with a tweet, sending a message over the internet, can change the course of an instrument in the stock market? That's crazy. You gotta have power for doing this. And when you have, for example, direct people such as your son in the markets, that's not cool. Say me having my son and having talked to my son and say, hey, listen, be ready, I'm gonna do this, knowing where the market is gonna react. Oh man, I'm sure like when he's done with all his stuff, if he's not like dead, like on the spot, like before like finishing his 4 years, like something is gonna happen like after. The poor guy, like once he finished the last time, there happened so many things. They really tried to put him in jail. Nothing happened, but this time 4 attempts to get rid of him. No, three attempts. That's honestly first time I see this. First time. It's insane. And there's a lot more to come. Let's just think for a second. Hear me out. Hypothetically. What do you think it will be the market do when Donald Trump would have died of that shit and go up or down? I think they would go down hard, like extremely hard, because he's the one who's like leading and doing all these threats to the Iranian governments. Imagine if he's not there anymore. It's like a win for the Iranian government, technically speaking. So just think about this. Every time there's something that the Iranian government is doing, the market crashes. Every time that the US government is doing, like saying, okay, we're gonna take over this, we're gonna do that, or anything related to peace, the market goes up. Anything related to war and instability, the market goes down. That's how it works. So they kill the president, the market goes very unstable. Poof, everything drops. We're talking about peace and everything is done, everything is good. We're gonna open that Strait of Hormuz, the market moves up. Again, when the market is doing higher highs, you need to think that there's people that are actually transactioning at that level. Don't think that the market just moves up because like there's some, we're saying, oh yeah, look, everything is going well. Let's just, no, somebody's actually putting money into this. If you, let's say, you're buying something at a price that is at a higher level, you're doing it with a purpose because you believe that at some point higher, 6 months, 12 months, 8 months, things are going to be even higher. So because you don't want to miss out, knowing that the price probably will not go back into that spot, you're buying now. That's how it works. And somebody who's selling to you is somebody who bought much lower. That's how it works. But again, remember, the NASDAQ is an index. So you have to look at everything else that is pushing the market higher. When you look at, for example, Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, you can see the NASDAQ at high levels, but those stocks are not, those companies are not at higher highs. So investors are seeing opportunity at that moment, bringing things up. And obviously, because everybody else is seeing the same thing, and all the other companies they're buying, the index of the NASDAQ explode to the upside. And the index is what created the higher highs, not the companies at the bottom. That's how the market works. So we have to, at all times, look at all these companies, have like multiple screens or whatever you want, and look at them individually to see what they're doing and who is actually driving the market. Sometimes it's just one company. Sometimes could be 3-4 companies. You guys can see it on the heat map for Finbits. Like, what are they doing at that point? Is everybody buying? Is everybody, maybe, it's a mix. Right now I see a mix. I'll show you. We got 5 minutes. Close. But right now I see a mix. I'm gonna move it here a little bit. You guys see this stuff. The companies, like the tech companies, Nvidia, Apple, Google, Amazon, and Meta, they are in the green. But look at Apple. It's at right. So Apple is driving, and you got to see it live. Apple is driving this stuff here to the bottom of the ocean. Look at that. That was Apple earlier. Now it's coming down. So that's good. I mean, if Apple is doing that, trying to find support, if it comes down to any of these moving averages, might go up. Nvidia. I mean, what you guys see here is pretty good, actually. That is, well, Google not so much. It's coming down. That means that all these companies, when they do find a support, yeah, they're for sure are going to be exploding to the upside. But they need to find a support, right? So the fact that they're moving down a little bit, it correlates to what I mentioned, seeking for that liquidity at the bottom before moving to the upside. That's what I want to see before doing anything. So Renee, like if you are in the buy, consider closing so you can get a better position. Because you're gonna get into deep negative problem. I will wait for the liquidity sweep first, and then when the market's taking direction, then buying into the market, because we are still in the positive side of things. They are talking, they are doing positive things, and I believe the market is going to keep pushing in the major direction. Yeah, wait for the bell. Wait for the bell, Brennan. Wait for the bell. And if he does push to the upside, you guys seen it that many times it happens. Like he doesn't even grab the liquidity; he just pushes up, and then what we're believing that is going to happen happens. before grabbing the liquidity. That's it. Don't push any trades. Wait for the next setup, because the market is going to give you another setup. You know, but you just gotta play by ear on the spot. We're talking about a condition before the market opens. But when the market opens and everything happens, then you gotta wait for the next setup. I like to wait for a better structure so I can read if it's in the channel, if it's like already liquidity was grabbing and just taking a direction, then I execute. If it doesn't, then just gotta wait. You gotta follow your game plan. You gotta follow what you want to look, do what you gotta do, and get out. Hit those numbers. Don't stick around for the entire day. Go to the gym, read a book, set up a plan, call a friend, talk on the chat, do all that. But once you hit a number that you believe is good, don't stick around. Don't stay like trying to make more money. Because what's gonna happen, you're gonna get into a yo-yo effect. You're gonna make money, lose money. Okay, we got 1 minute. 1 minute for bearing. Just think it like this. You go to your work, and instead of doing 8 hours, your boss is saying, listen, you did pretty good. You worked 5 minutes. You wanna go home now? What would you do? Be like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna stay another 8 hours. You're gonna be like, hell yeah, high five, and you take off. Same concept. You made your quota, get out. Because also, if you stick around, if you're like looking at the chart, you're gonna be tempted to trade. You're gonna start seeing opportunities. Oh my God, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it. I should have been in and put a lot, like 20 contracts on it. I would have made it $10,000. That happens a lot. All right, market opens. Let's see, and fights. Oh, come on. Fight, 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 fight. And fighting it, fighting it, fighting it, fighting it, fighting it. All right, not a lot of pressure, but it's fighting the zone. There you go, Renee. Grabbing that liquidity and pushing down, as I mentioned, familia. Let's see if the market is going to react or grab more or push even lower, because it could. Wow. Go, Renee. It's fighting it, fighting it. Bye. Let's see. This kind of movement of the market, sometimes the market just wants to like push even lower. The fact that it's not coming hard up, I think it's gonna come lower and just try to grab that liquidity at the bottom. Initially, that's what they're doing. But they're fighting it. They don't want to leave it alone. Fighting it hard. What a battle. You know what, familia? SP500 is actually pushing to the upside really strong. So this is a good opportunity to actually buy, familia. SP 500 is pushing hard, pushing really hard, pushing really hard. But when the fact that it's not reacting the same way as SP 500, if ASP 500 finds resistance on the top, this thing is gonna drop even further down. Yeah. Just look at the reaction of SP 500 versus NAS. When you guys see that NAS is not going as hard as SP 500, that means sellers in the tech companies are going really hard as well. Because remember, SP 500 has 500 companies in it, right? A lot of these companies are not in NAS, right? So it could be that some of the tech companies are pushing to the downside and all the others are pushing to the upside. That means SP 500 moves a little bit further than NAS. But if those companies are pushing to the upside on SP 500 start pushing to the downside too, that's when you guys see the big drops from NAS. You know what I mean? So you have to like watch what all these companies doing. I like when I see correlation, like clear correlation between SP 500 and NAS. This thing is not too clear right now. It's coming to our arch top there. Looks like that's what it looks like. And family, I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm not even looking at the candles in the chart. I'm gonna expand the candles here so you guys can understand it better. Because honestly, all I'm looking is at colors in lines. That's all I care. I don't care about the wicks. I don't care about the body. I don't care about any of these formations when high volatility kicks in. All I'm looking is at price and the movement. Then when things calm down a little bit more, then I expand to see the candles. I want to see now information how they are reacting. But right now, it's pointless to look at all these wicks because the market just moves everywhere. So if you're looking at a wick, it's going to confuse you a lot. All I look is into the movement of the market. Where is things flowing? And that's it. A good thing to use is always the line chart. Or even just pay attention to the moving averages. That's it. But high volatility is the best thing. But then when things calm down a little bit and they start giving you a little bit more formation, then you look at bodies and wicks and everything else. Oh boy, oh boy. It's freezing, familia, and SP 500 is still in the higher spot. I'm telling you, if SP 500 react to the downside, there's gonna be a big push to the downside on NAS, like a sharp move. And SP 500 is now coming down. You see how NAS is pushing down right now. Any little push to the downside on SP 500 will push NAS lower. I want those companies to stop doing what they're doing, so there's correlation, a clear correlation between both companies, between both instruments. We are still pushing to the downside. Let me turn on. I didn't turn on my news source. Ay. Fire. Again, familia. Bias in intra to the upside. I believe that's where things are gonna keep flowing for the rest of the day, even for the rest of the week. Just imagine if they say that they come into an agreement for peace. Just made a ton of money. I love Rene, man. This guy, man, you're amazing, brother. I'm so happy for you, man. Congratulations, brother. Brother, if you made all that money, try to either go to a different account or try to stop, okay? because then you might be following to that JoJo effect. We'll make money, lose money, make money, lose money. You said things are going lower, higher, for sure. Like honestly, understanding what the market is doing, this thing can push to the upside very, very strong. I wanted, and you guys can see how the price came to the red line here, and now look, it's pushing to the upside slowly. So I said it's gonna come to a hard stop and then it slowly move up. You guys see it there. Both first liquidity sweep from Asia and London, now pushing to the upside. It is a very slow move, and it's gonna be doing a lot of sharp moves as well in this area. It's still going. Use 500k on trading on the open. Okay, good. Me too. I got 7 and 2. The thing is this system, when you have a loss, sometimes I take 2 positions. In my average price, it moves a little bit higher. I close it in profits, but because I had another position lower, it marked it as a loss, even though it was green. But it makes sense. I have 7 and 2, and all right. We are still below the daily VWAP, so look at those moving averages where the price is, so you understand where the market might reject. So you can take profits out of those areas, re-enter again, go in and out several times. Get out, please. If you make money, get out. Don't stick around. Don't trade, please. I beg you. If you make money, do not trade anymore. The music makes harder to hear. Oh, is it too loud? All right. Honestly, it's not the music. It's the fact that I'm actually super far from the microphone. Let me get closer. I am super far from the microphone. Is it better now? And sometimes my tone of voice too goes a little bit lower. When I am tired, usually I am like that. Maybe I should get my headphones because that's right on my mouth. You guys can hear me well. Here we go, pushing down a little bit. Let me turn this off here so you guys can see better. And turn on liquidation lines. There you go. We want to see explosion into the market. We want to see, oof, there you go. And let me turn off. Ooh, my charts are just so filled with stuff. I want to turn this off. Too many indicators. I don't like that. And that's all we want to see now. Where's liquidity? What are those precision fair value gaps? At this point, now we want to see a little bit of a structure and what is the market doing. Oh my God, the market, it wants to be very technical now. All right, so liquidity has been swept here, okay? You guys can see here all the money that has been taken out. But look at that, familia. This is very mixed. Red, green everywhere. It's not in a direction. You see how it's switching a lot. The higher time frame and the 15-minute time frame is bare, but the volume is bull, the structure is bull, delta is bull for this candle. Is very mixed. So here we're going to get a little bit of a nasty market coming down. So this is where you have to kick in with your price action to the top. You got to come to with your A game, okay? Bring your A game and let's make it. Okay, when I see this market moving this way in a lot of occasions, I can see sharp movements of the market trying to get everybody out. So it will engage you into buy position and then it will try to take you out. Okay, So I will wait for another big liquidity sweep before my next trade. I say, look at the SP 500. Look at SP 500 movement. Any sharp movement of SP 500 to the downside is gonna be a big movement on NASDAQ to the downside. A big movement yeah. Create patience. Yes. Be patient, my friend. Like, I'm not taking any trade. I'm reading the market, right? I'm truly just reading the market, trying to understand something clear of what it's giving me. Some people take the chance and trade it. I wait. I'm not desperate, right? You need to have a setup in your mind that you understand that is effective, and trade it, right? If you are trading everything you see, then you're gambling at that point. And when you hit those numbers that you believe are good, stay out. That's it. You got what you wanted. You don't need to stick around. If it's $100, if it's $50, do that, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna compound that for tomorrow and the day after and the day after. That number will increase. That's how you're gonna get from, you know, $1,000 to 10, to 20, to 50, to 60. It's a numbers game. It's not the more transactions that you make, the more money. It's a numbers game. And believe me, my friend, the more you see this, it's gonna get into your mind. You're gonna start seeing transactions. If you have a losing transaction that you wanna like come back and recover that money, and then you're gonna lose more. You're gonna get impatient. You're gonna say, "Oh my God, I gotta win." No, man. It's not about winning. It's about consistency. Knowing what you want, knowing what you can get out, knowing when to stop. So crazy, when we have jobs, we were like, we keep looking at the clock, we're like, oh my God, when is lunch time? I just started. We're like, we got 4 more hours for lunch time. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. I want. Then when lunchtime kicks in, you want to see your friends and talk and, you know, gossip and do all this stuff, right? And then you're looking at the clock, like, I don't want to go back to my desk. Oh man, I hate this. I don't want to go back. But then when we're here, we want to stick around because we think the more we're still in, the more money we're gonna make. And it's the opposite. Totally the opposite. This is where you're gonna lose the most of the money, because you're gonna lose what you got plus all your capital. My goodness, I see people that are losing crazy money because they got impatient and they bought the market immediately. They bought the market immediately. Look how much liquidity this entire thing is grabbing and clearing everybody out. Just clearing people away. Clearing people. So the question is, Luisito, why don't we just sell if the market is pushing up? Because the major trend is to the upside. So you can sell, of course, yes, you can. But you are right now in a position that if the market does push up on a spike on anything, you're gonna have such a big loss if you have a very short, very big stop loss, or even if you don't have any stop loss. So I'd rather wait. Now, if things don't happen the way I want, I don't care. Tomorrow is it's another day. Look at that. You see, familia? Big sharp moves to the downside. And look at SP 500. You see what I'm talking about? Sharp move to the downside. Just clearing liquidity, grabbing people away. Already done. And it keeps dropping. Oh boy. I am not getting into this. I want to see green candles for me to get into any buy position. You guys remember that big drop we had last week? That was a big one, eh? A lot of people blowing account, including myself. Got into a buy position on my phone, and that was a 60K loss. Just like that. Funny enough, I'm fully recovered by now. But it was a big loss in the day. Thanks God that Apex has this automatic thing that they will close your account once you reach a number. Because if it wasn't by that, I would if my account was in Take Profit Trader and I did that mistake that I mentioned to you guys on the chat, I would have blown the account completely. 20 plus accounts. Oof, I would have been so devastated. But Apex closed it automatically for me, which was a good thing. And because I had a double buffer, I was able to start from the beginning on top of my regular buffer. And that gave me that flow again, and I was able to recover. Pretty good. Okay, I see green candles kicking in, but not convincing me of anything yet. SP 500 is kind of like trying to fight that. I don't see. Okay, let me expand this stuff a little bit more. The charts right now are so filled with information that I can't even see anything. So another liquidity sweep here. Oh, you know what? Oh boy. It's gonna be a choppy market, familia. I'm looking at the numbers, what they're taking out a chunk. Don't you guys see it's the same numbers over and over? Huh, that is interesting. That is actually very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, because usually it's mixed, but the fact that they're taking out the same chunks over and over. And look at the size of these candles, they're very similar. Oh, look at that. Dang. Same movement here. Boom, boom, same size, boom, boom, same size, and now pushing down. Oh, wow. It's interesting, huh? Kind of tells me like whoever is behind this is one entity. Is one entity doing this stuff. So let's take a quick look at Nvidia. Look, Nvidia. Apple. Not so much. Google. Nvidia. Google. So Nvidia is a pusher here. Ah, gotcha. So Nvidia is a pusher right now. All right. Nvidia is the big pusher right now. Again, familia, this is opportunities for buyers. So the lower it goes, the better. So it broke to the downside. That's extremely good. As I mentioned, if it breaks this, the drop could be very drastic. But we want to see, and look where the indicator already told you, is telling you where is the target. Right at the bottom, exactly what I mentioned. 200 points. My goodness, 200 points. Yep, around 200 points to plug. Yeah, but honestly, I don't think it's gonna go. I could be completely wrong. I mean, I'm not a market maker broker, but I think the market is gonna come to a hard stop somewhere here. Buyers are probably gonna see some sort of a benefit buying somewhere around this area, unless something bad just happened and everything just collapsed. And again, it can happen. I mean, I don't know. Sellers are very interested into selling the market right now. Oh yes, How's everybody doing? Rochelle, how are you, my friend? Oh, yeah, yeah. Slow Monday, it's fine for me, man. Oh, yeah. All right. By the way, familia, just so you guys know, um, you guys, I know a lot of you guys are getting the book that I released oh, last week. Congratulations for those who got it, and thank you so much for getting it. As you guys know, that is my masterpiece for achieving a lot of money out of what we're doing here. All right, that's the stuff that I want to prepare you guys to get into, because that's where the real money goes. All the money that I make from here goes into what you guys have in your hands. Okay, now, oof, the market is pushing higher. That is good. Now, the stuff of what we do right now, it's coming out. I know for a few of you guys have seen some of the, because I already got the copy. I'm just going through the pages, making sure that everything is good. I gave it the green light, so I'm waiting for Amazon to release it. The printout there is way cheaper than getting the PDF and then doing it on yourself. It's just insane. I'm telling you, because I did it. That's the way I did it. I went to a place where they can print it out for me. I pay a lot of money to print this out. And Amazon is doing way cheaper than that. That's why I like the quality that they're doing it. It's pretty good. For those who have it, you guys can see it, that it's a pretty good quality. But wow, it's pushing higher. I will be releasing the other one as soon as they give me the green light. And that stuff, you can use it for this, like indices, gold, and forex. It's a you guys can see the structure that I have in there for like the book that you guys got first. You guys can see the structure. It's similar, but it's what I actually apply into my journey when I recover my accounts. This stuff, it's absolutely everything I know into what I apply. I'm not gonna say on my first one, it was mostly on my second journal. From my first one, I'm getting all the notes and things that I put in there, but all the stuff that is on my second one, that is that got me pretty far, it's what this whole structure is on the second book. Actually, that's my first, but it's a way of the order that I released things. It was a little bit weird because like what you guys have in your hands is the stuff that I've been working on for months, honestly, probably like 8-9 months to release it. And I filtered this through a bunch of other traders, which I loved. They were very open to give me their time to do this stuff. And that's what you guys have in your hands. The magic of it is the filtering of the companies that I've done an extensive work to move those numbers higher, right? But then the other one for this will be probably released this week, I hope. And that's the stuff that you guys can use as of right now for this. Every single day, just follow it, write those numbers down, read it, understand it. And only with 60% of efficiency, you guys get the numbers that you guys will want. For example, in the book, I'm starting with $1,000, moving it all the way to um, 100,000. In my journey, I started with 500, which it was half of that because I didn't have more money, and we're talking about so long ago. But this is a 12 months project for you guys. I did it in a longer time because once I reached, I was like 9 to 11 months around that number. I already recovered what I lost, but the compounding effect of it is what got me faster to where I wanted, because the numbers on the book is to 100,000. But once you reach there, obviously you can continue applying what you got there, and the compounding effect of it is what's going to get you to the big numbers, because then transactions on every day means a lot more for you, right? Imagine right now I'm dealing with 150k accounts. Obviously it's not the truth. It's only what, 4,000, 2,000 a day. So I have to adapt to $2,000. But when you actually have $100,000 in your account, you can trade differently. You can trade with a bigger daily transactions. One sec. Uh-huh. Just checking on my stuff because I gotta make sure that money is flowing. Money flows. Look at that, familia. Liquidity grab here. I missed this. This is actually what I wanted to see. I totally missed it. Probably on a pullback to this point here, I will jump into a trade. Probably on a pullback to this spot here. Stop loss. Long position. If it does create another higher point, another lower point, I don't want to be in that transaction. All right, so I will wait for this right now. I will wait for this to happen. That's a movement I wanted to see. I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm taking my chance. I'm not supposed to be doing this, but hey. And these are my personal transactions, right? It's like a friend of mine said, I know nothing about the market, don't believe in what I say. It's funny. Yeah, I don't know anything about the market, don't believe what I say. I am not a financial advisor. I see those guys online doing this stuff, I'm like, man. But it's true. Like at the end of the day, these are my own personal transactions. Okay, that's how I am making money. And this is only for educational purpose. My friend Fadi, his name is Faddi, Fadi. Fadi. He's from Egypt. Um, he does a bunch of conference and things for options and other trading methods that he uses. And every time he goes in front of people, that's his disclaimer. Like, don't believe anything I say. I'm like, really? And then he goes there for 6 hours in a conference. It's crazy. What happened is, you guys need to understand, a lot of this stuff is highly regulated. And when you go into a public environment like YouTube to talk about finances and talk about numbers, a lot of people that don't know this and they start pushing numbers, they can easily just go and say, hey, listen, I saw this thing in YouTube and he told me to do this. and I lost half of my mortgage. You know, at the end of the day, you're responsible for what you're doing on your own side. All right, that's pretty much what we're trying to say. I am responsible for my own account. If I see somebody, you know how many times I have friends that they're doing amazing and like doing on their own, and they will go into somebody else's like YouTube or um, Extreme, and they will say, "Oh my God, I just lost everything because I was trading NAS. This guy's trading gold and told me to buy here, and the whole thing just went to the downside." I'm telling you, I promise you, a lot of people I have seen doing that. They are doing something really cool with one instrument. They see somebody else trading another instrument, and they go and do what the other person was doing, and they lose everything. That's why we're trying to like make sure that you guys are not doing that. That's why if you are a gold trader, USD trader, or anything like that, just remember these are my personal trades. These are things that I do for myself every day to make money, and I'm trying to show it to you guys and leave it here recorded so you guys can see that it's legit. Because a lot of people go like, well, how is these guys making so much money when you know, it's like, oh, you're fishy. Well, it is recorded, it is here. Waiting for the market, just waiting for the market, familia. Waiting. Most of the time, you just wait. I'm trying to find other ways of broadcasting this stuff. I don't like the delay on YouTube. It's crazy. It's like 20 seconds behind. It's insane. In 20 seconds, you can make so much money out of anywhere. And I know I tried other systems before. Stitch, Twitch, whatever you call it. It's there. It's already, I can start at any time. But the recording side of it is not open. As one, I like YouTube because it just stays in the cloud, and anybody can go and review these videos and see, oh, okay, this is how he's doing it, and then probably ask questions later. And because there's people from all over the world, Europe, United States, like North America, right? They can go in their own time and review things and see it. In Zoom, for our VIP, I have a limitation on space too, so I have to like. That's why I'm not recording every single session, because some sessions I would just go there to make money, but I can't record every session because I think it's like 10 gigs. I can't remember. And when I stay there for an hour or so, it's a lot of data for them. Here in YouTube, it's unlimited, so I don't care. You can stay there forever. But yeah, familia. Time to make some money. It's not coming down to my entry, which is a little bit concerning. All we gotta do is wait. Don't be impatient, just wait. All I do know is my stop loss is here. Where and when it's gonna be executed, it can even come lower. Even this thing can push down, even to here, even further down. I will probably get into this with a step lot, just to make sure I don't fall into a trap, because we are still below the daily VWAP. We are still below the daily VWAP, and a sharp move can happen anytime. Like sharp. There you go. There you go. Go. Let's go. Sellers are kicking in. Now, SP 500 is above their average moving pricing, which is okay. Ay, ay, ay. I kind of don't want to mess this thing out. I think it's gonna anytime just explode to the upside. I think I'm gonna get in with a stop lot very soon. The market is playing with my head right now. It's truly playing with me. You see, this is crazy. How the price is like freezing in one spot and not doing anything. It's really testing me like crazy. And then it's gonna do a sharp move, bam, and execute. This market, man. It's Monday. It is Monday, my friends. It is Monday. It is Monday, my friends. It is Monday. Ay, ay, ay. You guys had a good weekend? Busy weekend? My weekends are moving so fast. They went really, really fast. Sharp movements, sharp movements. Okay, basically, there you go. It's coming to my entry. I'm gonna jump in on a fair value gap. There you go. Go, 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 go. Coming to my entry and buying right there. And a step lot. The step lot buying. And I'm gonna put my stop loss on the bottom. Alright. And the second spot will be around this area. If it comes down to this white line too, I will jump in again. And my stop loss is definitely here in case I try to create another lower low. Can be an out. So how this works in my head, I already lost this trade. In my head, that's how I do it. My head already prepared to lose this trade. I waited for it for a long time. I jump in it, but in my head, I already lost it. It's like surprising. Now, the second step is to manage this trade. Understanding how to manage this trade is important and crucial. Elliott wave 3 in the making. We're gonna be catching an Elliott wave 3 because that's exactly what is coming. And this is an intraday. You can leave this running for a few hours, okay? As long as it doesn't break this lower point here, we're good. If it breaks this, get out. Don't like push it. Don't try to be a hero. It's just the way the market is moving. But if it does recover and pushes to the upside the way it should, I'm telling you, familia, this thing will try to create another higher high. Let's leave it alone. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, here, familia, I'm gonna be taking, there you go, familia. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm closing partials. Oh, they didn't even give enough time to let you guys know. Closing partials here. All right. So if you are in profits, make sure you're securing your bag, because this thing can now push to the downside and you guys can re-enter later, right? Make sure you're closing partials and let the market surprise you. Okay, all right. And that's how you manage a trade. This, as I said, the second step of this is managing the trade. knowing how to manage the trade. Once you're in, know how to manage the trade. Because this thing can now fall down hard, like boom, sharp movement to the downside. And then you can consider a re-entry, all right? But that's how you protect a winning trade so it doesn't become a losing trade. I will jump into this trade several times if I have to. It's totally fine. But I have to be prepared that this trade can take me out. So the question that most people do is like, Lucito, like, what do you do now? Is exactly what I'm telling you. How you manage the trade is the second most important part. And what's going to happen is a lot of people will go into a trade and get out too early, or get out, close it without understanding that this trade can jump into the moon. So when I say close partial trades, it's like take some profit. Okay, like if you open it a 3, a 5 contract, 10 contract, take half of it right away, right? And let the other 5 run with it. Move your stop loss to break even. If the price decides to push down, you're not losing that 50, 100, 200 bucks you just made. That's how you manage the trade. That's how you now navigate through a trade, because these can turn on into a losing trade. What most people would do is that they will, okay, I'm making 200 bucks. I'm making 150 bucks. I'm making 400 bucks. And then because they're not closing, poof, and then poof. And they're like, oh my God, I was winning 400 bucks. Now I'm losing $600. Right? That's the biggest problem. Or even if the price comes and put you into a negative, coming for example here, and then pushing back up. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna go in and out several times. Sometimes the prices come because the market understand that that's what a lot of traders are doing. They literally come to take them out, just to take them out. And then they're like, I knew it was gonna go higher if I only do this. Right? Honestly, on this trade, I don't care what the market does. At this point, I don't care. I already made money on it. So think about this. A trade that I was, first of all, in my mind, this trade, I lost it from the beginning since I opened it. It surprised me becoming a positive trade. Fantastic. I close it, I protect it. I'm waiting now for the market to take me out because I already took profit. Now, if the price decide to not take me out and take off, oof, explosion, I'm in a super deep, amazing trade that I don't need to now do absolutely anything else. Leave it alone. And that's when you're going to close those accounts in positive. The numbers that I do, remember for me, that are multiplied. So I am making right now $256. That's times 20 accounts. Right? That is the magic of prop firms at this point. So you guys understand what is this whole thing is. It's what I'm doing, and I hope this just stays out there. It's a trilogy of books that I got already. Honestly, they're done. I've done this a long time ago, and the last version of it, it's what do you do with the money once the money. Okay, first of all, it's starting off from almost nothing, using the benefit of the prop firms that I didn't have in my time. Secondly, which is probably what you guys already have in your hands, it's what do you do with large money, how you now create passive income, how you now slowly create wealth and manage it. Third book is what do you do with that wealth. What do you do? What are those tax? Well, I'm not gonna say about taxes because it's different in every area. I give examples of what I do with this stuff here, but how you benefit from trading and how you reinvest that money not in trading anymore. That is the third book. How can you prepare for your retirement? How can you now navigate through having wealth and prepare to your retirement or any goals that you might have? And that's it. The one thing I always have this vision, and I want to share this a little bit. I come from a very poor family, a very poor family, like very poor. And one of the things that I always had since I was a little kid, it was that I loved to observe what was around me. I had, people in my neighborhood, elder people, that I saw them struggling all their lives. And I'm talking about plus 30 years ago, plus 40 years ago. I saw them struggling, and I always wonder how they end up in these positions. Obviously, these are people that are coming from the 50s, 40s, 60s. They're dead now, but it always stays in my mind that that was something that I never wanted to go through. The stuff that I saw these people going through. And learning across time of different things and how things keep evolving, there's a lot of mechanism and things that we can do to prepare ourselves when we're old, that we don't have to suffer or struggle financially. And taking that point of view is how I prepare myself for it, and what I am sharing in this third book. What do you do with that money that you get from the second book? What do you do with that money to secure your future, and you don't have to suffer when you're in your 70s and your 60s and you're, in an age that you no longer want to either trade, work, and just live with what you built. That is what I currently do with the results of the second book that you guys have in your hands as the first one. But again, it's a trilogy of things. The first one, which is going to be released this week, is what you guys do with prop firms. How you go from having $50 or $500 to build 100K or even 500, whatever you guys want. That system, that mental preparation, that daily check, all that is in there. Secondly, is once you have the larger money, which is what you guys have in your hands, what do you guys do with that money? How you guys now create compound, create a safe environment where now your large money, now you have 100K, now you have $500,000. Do you want to go back to zero? No. You want now money to work for you. You don't work for money, money works for you. You do small transactions, 3 per week, and that increases your account 35 to 24% a year out of $1 million. How much is that? That is passive income coming to you. Passive income. Now, what do you do with that money every year? It's in the third book. And again, familia, that's stuff that I've done for quite a long time. And I hope you guys can get it, see it, learn it, apply it, and you guys should be alright. Because it's working for me. I don't know. If there are other things out there that I don't know, I'm always open to learn it and apply it. But so far it's working for me passively. I live a very low life. But I tell you, my bag is secure. I couldn't say that 10 years ago. Well, not 10 years ago. At this point, actually 19 years ago, I couldn't say that. 10 years ago, yeah, it was definitely good. 19 years ago, I wouldn't be able to say that. Those 9 to 5s. In my case, 12 to 10 hours a day of work. Fuck. They suck. And look what price is doing. It took me out slowly. So what I do, I reconsider entering later. When it comes down again into this other spot, he might try to do that. It took me out on a trailing stop, that transaction. But I secured my money, so am I angry about having $256? No. Why would I? Times 20. I am very happy and grateful for that. It's more than what I used to do working a 10-hour shift 18 years ago. Yeah, let's see. 256 times 20. Yeah. 5,120. Not bad. In 1 hour and in 23 minutes. The best part that I love about Apex is that you withdraw 100% of this money. It's like when I saw this money coming through, I was like, what? 100%? Apex, Take Profit Trader, it's for the accounts that I have, it's 80-20, but I have other accounts that are already 90-10. But it's still, it's not 100%. It's still not 100%. So in every withdrawal, I have to give every $100. I have to give 20 to them or leave behind. Which the truth is, they're not taking any money. It's just what they're giving me is 80%, so shorter than what I make. Now here it is at 100%, which is good. It's limited, only 5 withdrawals. Actually, I was looking at it. The next withdrawal that I would do will be definitely 60K because it is now 3,000. And the next one will be 3,000, then 5,000, and then the last one I think is 5,000. Oh boy, sorry familia. It's life, and I couldn't hold it. We all sneeze, my friend. Familia, what do you guys think about all this? Like, all this stuff that I'm sharing, is it helpful? Like, I don't know, I want to see your feedback because I honestly, like, I really hope with the most amazing intentions of everything that is helping people or will help people. But if there's anything that I can fix or make better, I'm truly open for that. All right. If you guys know about any other publisher that can print out this thing cheaper, let me know. I honestly, I'm telling you, I went to, there's a place here called Staples. I brought in my USB. They charged me a lot of money to print this out. A lot of money. So I put it through Amazon. I did a printout. I received it, saw the quality. I was like, it looks pretty good for via journal. For me, I think it's okay. Oh, okay, cool. Lisa, the first one, which is the one I'm more excited about the first one than the ones you got. The blue one, the white one that is coming out. To me, I am very excited about that one because that is what I apply, exactly what I apply to get out of the hole. When I got into a hole, I applied this concept to get out of the hole, and it was with the instruments that we're trading here every day. It's not about companies, it's those instruments: NASDAQ, gold, Euro, USD. Those are the ones. But you can apply it to absolutely anything. Absolutely anything you want. If you're trading US30, if you're trading whatever, another instrument, apply the same as long as you know what you're doing. If you don't know it, then you're in trouble. Yes, the blue one is for options in the stocks. That's what you do when you have large money, like 100K. You can do it with a lot less. With a lot less. I don't recommend it because at that point you're wasting your time. You're trying to get something out of nowhere. this is the quickest way to get something out of nowhere, like what you guys do here every day. Like I show you guys, I got to pay out of 50K in less than 18 days. 18 days approximately. I share with you guys this stuff. Where can we get the book again? In Amazon. I'll share the link on the group. But I'm most excited about the first one, which is a white one. I'm waiting for them to probably this gonna be this week. I already received a copy here. I already got it here, like an author release, so I can like look it up, approve it. I already approve it. Now it's for them. It's on them to release it. And it's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. There's a version that it's a there's a digital version, the Kindle that is like $10. You guys can get that, but I don't recommend it because it's digital. And honestly, like stuff for you guys to read is okay, but there's a lot of things that you guys have to write on it. So there's no point for you guys to have it on a digital. I put it there so you guys can see it if you guys want it, or even if you want to like get it and download it and print it all yourself. I'm telling you, it is more expensive doing it that way. It's more expensive because you're gonna use your own ink, which is expensive than paper. It's approximately 390 something pages, and then laminating and putting all that together is costly. It's more than what you guys are paying for the book. And I'm telling you because I did it. But before, I wanted to see what is the most convenient thing to do. So I went on my own money and printed out both. And Mia can tell you that she has a copy of the printout. She said, well, that is a bigger, because it's actually like an actual book. Like the printout is, an 8x11. I think that's the size. And yeah, it is a bigger pad. It's extremely expensive. I said no, and the size. I think Tony has it, and also Judge. The size is not bad. It's like 6x9, right? It's pretty decent to write things up. For a journal, the things that you guys want to keep writing on it, I think it's pretty decent. Here we go, familia, coming down again. This Elliott wave, it is failing and it's coming down. Elliott wave 2, second stage. I will wait. Maybe the 88% will work. I'm gonna take a trade there. I'm gonna take a buy there, and I'm gonna do a step lot there too, to the 88%. To the 88%. If it kicks in from here, amazing. We're good. I'm in the trade. But if it doesn't, to the 88%, which is around here, like around here, I will get in the second time here. And if it kicks me out, I'm out. I don't want to be. It will probably try to do that too. If there is inducement of price, like this area here is very tentative for the price to come down, like here, and then turn. I've seen this so many times. That's why I'm doing a step lot now, and I'm doing one contract. I'm doing one contract on this trade. I will jump in again here. They might try to come like this. They might try to come like this. Like, boom. And then take on for intro. All right. I can hold that transaction. With one contract, I can truly hold this transaction. So I'm going to play it out safe, understanding what the market does. Again, now I'm not scalping. I'm looking for an intraday, okay? Intra. I'm not scalping the market anymore based on the movement of the market. So I'm looking for a longer trade, something that I can leave even for the afternoon. Okay, reaction. 10:33, and I'm in a buy right now. Second trade here. My stop loss. We have what Apex called a mental stop loss. Actually, no, I actually have a real stop loss around this area, below here. But looks like we're good. Looks like we are good. Let's see. Now, if the market comes out of this spot, I will do trailing stop. If it comes away from this spot, if it doesn't, I'm gonna keep it the way it is. Okay, let's see. Now SP 500 has so much room to move to the downside. Is crazy. If it does fall very sharp and it just goes like boom, I go in really, then I'm out. Like out of this area, I'm out. I'd rather be in the negative than losing the entire account. With one contract, it's like nothing. It's a chicken scratch. There you go, familia. There you go. Let's go. Amazing. And the money. Let's go, familia. Let's go. Yes. Oop. Profit. Let's go, familia. Okay, where it is right now, I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even in profits. Because there's only one contract, I have to move it above my entry. So if the market decides to collapse, I'm out with profits. Let's go. Yes. Let's go, money. Amazing. Let's go. I am securing money here. If the market decides to come down, I'm out with money. Man, that's a nice push there. Okay, that's exactly, honestly, for scalping, that's exactly what I look for. All right, so another one. All right, and that honestly kind of like, for what I'm looking for, I think that's more than okay. Oof. Yes, there you go, familia. Yes. Damn. There you go, familia. All right. Right into TP1. Oh my god. That was amazing. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Yeah, we made it. Yeah. That was an amazing spike right into TP1 from the bottom all the way in, like crazy. All right, familia. Now I am done, completely done. I am not gonna. I think that was what I wanted to get. That was a big push. That was a nice push. Wow, where I got in all the way to that 72 points. Holy moly. Holy moly. Well, that's it. No more. I'm out, completely out of the market. I closed the transaction. It's what I wanted to get for today for that account. So that was a nice push. And if I keep trading, I will definitely lose everything that I earned. It happens. At least for these accounts, I still have plenty of accounts that I can trade. I will probably trade them in the VIP for this afternoon. But for now, Game over. No more. Congratulations, Lisa. Congratulations, everyone. But I am done, familia. Done. Anyways, familia, I'm gonna leave it as it is. I will come back to you guys in the VIP for the power hour later on. So I'll talk to you guys later, all right? Have a wonderful rest of the day, familia. Take care.
Goodbye.